You think VR headsets are the closest thing to real-life simulations. The technology has become terrifyingly real, but there's always a safety net. You know you're wearing a headset. You get shot, stabbed, torn apart, but you know you aren't dying. It's virtual reality, a game. Your brain is conscious enough to know this isn't real. But do you know where things feel truly real? It's when your brain is asleep and your subconscious mind is playing tricks on you. In your dreams, the one place where you don't know if it's real or not. Where getting shot makes you believe you're dying. That's what this startup built its product on. They put you to sleep and implant a temporary neural node that feeds scripted experiences directly into your dreams. No screens, no headsets, just your subconscious, living the experience. I signed up for the trial. I loved playing games, and they paid pretty well. $100 per hour. Everything was in cash, unofficial. It was supposed to be a 7-day trial. On the first day, we tried a first-person shooter script. A veteran hero gets called for an undercover operation. Imagine playing as Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible movie. On the second day, we tried a racing game script, kind of like The Rise of an Underdog. It was mid. After every simulation, where we basically sleep, we immediately shared feedback as we woke up. If you don't recollect dream memories quickly, you can easily forget them. The third day was a horror simulation, but something went wrong. All of us woke up with very little memory. They sent us back home and told us the trial was canceled for now. We were paid and the implant was removed. A lot of us, including me, felt mild headaches immediately after the session. Something had surely gone wrong. That night was the first time I slept without the implant inside my head. My sleep was uneasy. I woke up thirsty and walked to the kitchen, half asleep. The house was silent. As I turned back toward the living room, I saw 4 people sitting on my couch. They were holding up their phones, their screens glowing white, as if trying to shine light at me. I froze. My heart tried to escape my chest. Then, blink. The couch was empty. No people, no lights, nothing. I thought I was hallucinating. I turned away. Something moved in the corner of my eye. I looked back. Someone was sitting in the chair in the right corner. I frantically searched for a switch, but there was none. I couldn't recall where the switches were. Then it clicked. This couldn't be happening. I had to be dreaming. As soon as I realized that, I was back on my bed, but I couldn't get up. I'd had sleep paralysis before, but this was the worst. I tried hard to move my body, so hard that I fell off the bed, smashing my head into the floor. It hurt, a lot more than a 2-foot drop should. I could feel blood on my face. It was pouring, as if I had ruptured some thick artery. I panicked and rushed toward the drawer to look for first aid. It was supposed to be there. That's where I keep it. But it wasn't. I needed some cloth to press against the bleeding. I tried to remove my t-shirt, but it got stuck around my shoulder. It felt like I was wearing a t-shirt 2 sizes too small and trying to take it off. The more it stuck, the stronger the urge to take it off. Somehow, a pair of scissors appeared in my hand. I used them to cut through my t-shirt and could breathe again. But then, I felt the scissors tearing across my face. I was cutting myself along with the t-shirt. None of this felt real. I realized I was still stuck in my nightmare. I paused and tried to clear my head. I forced myself to think of happier moments, like the time I went hiking and watched the sunrise from the hill. It helped. I could breathe again. But it was short-lived. The sunset shattered like pixels, and so did my surroundings. The land beneath me disappeared. I was falling fast. I reached out, but there was nothing to hold on to. My chest tightened, and it felt like my heart had given out, leaving me gasping in panic. A second later, I struck something hard. It felt as if every bone in my body had cracked, and a massive flash exploded in my eyes. It was too bright for several seconds. When I could see again, I was standing near the kitchen. The 4 people were sitting there again, their phone screens flashing white toward me. One of them finally stood up and punched me straight in the chest. I woke up in a hospital bed. I was told I had been in a coma for a week. I had almost died and was brought back using a defibrillator. There were no signs of the startup. They had packed up and left without leaving any trace. Sometimes I think this was the third session script all along, making us believe the trials were over and the nightmare was real. A brilliant script. But if it wasn't, I don't think I can ever go to sleep again.